Hello everyone, my name is Ruchi Rathod and welcome all of you in my YouTube channel. Here I am with the new question series of CSIR NET on the topic variational method. In this video, I am going to teach you some more question which was asked in CSIR NET of the variational method topic of quantum mechanics. So now I hope you all are clear with the concept of variational method, that means what rules you have to follow to solve the numericals. And if you are not aware with the rules or the steps that you have to follow, so please watch my previous video to sure about that. Okay. So without any wasting of time, let's start with this. But first, if you are new on my channel, please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get the latest notification of my videos. Okay. So let's start with this. So in this video, I'm going to teach you a 3 question which was asked in CSIR. One which was asked in CSIR December 2015 and the other one is it was asked in CSIR June 2016 and the third one is it was asked in CSIR June 2017. So all these 3 questions are very important one, but it is very simple. Okay, if you know the rules and if you know the steps, then it will be easy for you to solve the numerical of variational method. Okay, so let's start with the first one. So this first one question, it was asked in CSIR December 2015. Okay, so here in the first one, the question is the ground state energy of a particle in potential V of x, which is given as G mod of x, estimated using the trial wave function psi of x, which is given as these two conditions. Okay, so once again in this question you have given a potential value and you have given a wave function, that is trial wave function, which is given to you, and the limit you can see x which is less than mod of a. Mod of a, that means mod of a, it can have negative and positive a value. Okay, so we can say that is x which is lies between the minus a to plus a. Okay, it is lies between the minus a to plus a, so this will be limit for our function. Clear? And in this we have to find a ground state energy of a particle. Okay, this we have to find. So once again, potential is given to us, wave function is given to us, and we have to find the ground state energy. Okay, and after getting the answer, we have to check which one of the option is correct. Okay, so let's start with the, so now let's move to the answer. So the first answer, first I will write the given which is given to us. So here we have given this potential value, this wave function value which is given to us, and in this question you can see one more thing is given, that is here G and C are constants. Okay, so we'll write this too in the given, that is G and C are constants. Okay, first always you write the given things, what are given to you in the question. Okay, then in this question we don't have the Hamiltonian equation which is not given to us. So what we will do, we will take the Hamiltonian equation, that is we know that Hamiltonian is minus h cross square upon 2m d square upon dx square plus v of x. Okay, now we will substitute this potential value from the given. So we know that it is given as G mod of x. So we will write here. So now this will be our Hamiltonian equation. We will use this equation to solve further. Okay, so now next is what? We have to use this formula to get the ground state energy. Okay, in the cat and bra bracket. So first what we have to do before going further, the first step is, our first step always is to assume the trial wave function. Okay, and find the constant if it is not given. But here as you can see in question already wave function which is given to trial wave function which is already given. So you don't have to assume that. Only the thing what you have to do, by using the normalization condition, you have to find the value of C, constant we have to find out. So we'll use the normalization condition to get the value of C. This is our first step. Okay, so the normalization condition is integration of psi star into psi dx which is equals to 1. Clear? So now in this we will substitute the value of psi, that is this value we will substitute. Okay, So here I have substituted these two values instead of psi star and psi. So dx, which is equals to 1. Okay, one more thing here, I'm not going in detail for every step because already in my previous videos I have explained you. In my previous videos I have explained you each and every steps in detail. So in this video I'm not going in very detail because now you all are aware with that. But if you are new on this channel, please go and watch previous video to get the details, in deep details of this steps. Okay, so now here I have substituted the values of psi star into psi dx, which is equals to. So now as you can see, this root over of c by a raised to 5, here root over of c by a raised to 5, these two I can multiply and take outside. Okay, so if you multiply this, so you will get c by a raised to 5. Clear? So that I can take outside. Okay, now what we will do is, see, here inside what we will get a square minus x square, and here also we have a square minus x square. So it will give you a square minus x square the whole square, and integration limit minus a to plus a, as I told you in question. Here the limit we have is minus a to plus a, and this I will write this term as it is here. Then we will solve this further to get the answer. Okay, so see here what we are getting this. Here this I will write as it is, and this either you directly solve by using the minus a to plus a limit, and one more thing is that you can convert this into the positive limit. So if you convert this into the positive limit, so it will be multiplied with 2. That is already I have explained you in my previous video, so please watch that to get the deep details about that. Okay, so instead of this I can write 2 of integration of 0 to a instead of integration of minus a to plus a. Here we have converted to the positive integral. Okay, then if we do the derivative of this part, that is this, we have to do the integration of this. Okay, so first we will simplify this, then we will get the integration of this. So if you simplify this, as you can see here, a minus b square, we can use the formula. So if you use here the formula of a minus b the whole square, you will get what? Here the first term square, that is a raised to 4 minus 2 of first and second term. So you will get this, and then plus of second term square. So here we have x square, so we will get x raised to 4. And the whole term I will write as it is. Now we can do the integration of this part. So if you do the integration of this, you will get a raised to 4x. Here you will get 2a square into x cube upon 3. Here we will get x raised to 5 upon 5, and the limit will be 0 to a. And here we will write as it is 2c by a raised to 5. Now what I am going to do, I will put this limit 0 to a, this into this equation. Then easily I can solve. Once you put this 0 to a here, what you will get, let's see. After substituting, see what I am getting is this value. Okay, once you substitute, you will get this. Okay, substitute and check, you will get this answer. Okay, then here as you can see, a raised to 5 is common. Okay, so we can take a raised to 5 outside. See, I have taken a raised to 5 outside, and 2c upon a raised to 5 as it is. Then inside you will get here 1, here 2 minus 2 by 3, here plus 1 by 5, which is equals to 1. This you will get, clear? Then this I can cancel, so here we will get 2c only, and when you solve this, you will get 8 upon 15. I hope this is easy to solve you. Okay, and then which is equals to 1. Then what you can see here, if we multiply 2 with 8, we will get 16, and see here as it is upon 15, which is equals to 1. So what value we will get about the c? C we will get 15 divided by 16, because this we can take on the left hand side. Okay, on the divide, so we will get this value 15 upon 16. So this is the value we have got for the constant. So here we have done with the first step. First step we have used the normalization condition to find out the value of constant. Okay, now our second step to get the ground state energy equation. Okay, that is we will solve the Hamiltonian equation to get the ground state energy, because we know that the expectation value of Hamiltonian, it will be equals to the our total energy. Okay, so once we solve that, we will get our total energy. So here I have written the formula. Okay, in Bragg cat bracket. Now I will substitute this H Hamiltonian equation, that is I will substitute this value as it is first here. See, this value I will substitute as it is here. Okay, so the first, see, okay, now I hope it will be clear to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, here you can see two parts I have now, so I will separate it into two parts, or you can do first substitute here, then you separate. Okay, so both way you can do. So I'm going to separate this because in my previous video I have done each and every step, so I'm going little bit fast here, not much, just little bit fast. So here what I'm going to do is, I will separate this into two parts because we can see two parts are there. So first part, what I will get here, in first part, minus h cross upon 2m is constant, I can take outside, then inside will get d square upon dx square in the bracket. Similarly for second step, g is constant, I can take outside, and then x mod of x will be inside. Okay, I hope this is understood to you. Then what I am going to do is, see here we have the two steps, 1 and 2, means two part I have, not two steps. So this is the expectation value of energy equation we have got, but it is not the complete answer. We have to solve this to get our final answer. It is not a final answer. So to get that, what we have to do, we have to solve this. Okay, that is, first we will solve this first step, then we will solve this second step, then after solving we will substitute in this equation number 3 to solve further. So first we will take this first one, then second one to solve further. Okay, so if I am taking this first one, see, so this I can write in the integration form. So integration form, if you write this, what you will get, psi star, see, once you write in integration you will get psi integration of psi star, and then you will get this d square upon dx square, and here you will get, sorry, psi dx. Okay, and integral limit will be here, it will be minus a to plus a. So in this form you can convert this bracket into the integration form. Okay, that means now we will substitute the psi star and psi value here. Okay, so here I have substituted the value psi star, instead of psi I have substituted this, and d square upon dx I have written as it is. Clear? Now as you can see here, this is common to us, no? Root over of c by a raised to 5, here we have root over of c by a raised to 5. So we'll do multiplication and we'll take outside this term. Okay, constant term will take outside, so we'll get c upon a raised to 5. Clear? Now what I will get is, see, this I will write as it is here. Now we'll take the double derivative of this term. So if I do the first derivative of this term, what I will get is a square, it will be 0. So here we will get minus 2x. Then again if we do the derivative of this, we will get only minus 2, and this term I will write as it is here. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So we have got these steps. Then what I am going to do, this minus 2 I can take outside. Okay, so once I am taking this minus 2, I am outside, we are getting this, and this minus a to plus a and can convert into the integration limit, that is 2 integration of 0 to a. Clear? And this term I will write as it is here. Now we can do the integration of this. It is very easy now. If we do the integration of this, what you will get here, see, here you will get, instead of a square, that is a square s, after doing the integration, here you will get x cube upon 3. Okay, and the limit will be 0 to a. Okay, then what I can do is, I will write this term as it is, and we'll put this limit into this. So after putting this, we will get this answer. Okay, so here a raised to cube is common, so we can take outside, we will get this here, and this term I will write as it is here, only 2 into 2, it will be 4, and here we will get 1 minus 1 by 3. Clear? Then when we solve this, what I am getting is, see, this a cube I can cancel with this, so in the denominator we will get only a square. Okay, and the whole term as it is, this term as it is, and when you solve this, you will get 2 by 3. Clear? So now we can solve this to get the final answer. Okay, now we have done with this. So here 4 into 2, it will give us 8. Okay, and then here we will get upon 3a square. Now if we substitute the value of c, so c value we have got, that is 15 by 16. So here we have substituted the value of c. Okay, now just simplify this. So here with 3 we can divide this, so we'll get 5, and here what I can do, if we divide 16 by 8, we'll get here 2. So 5 upon 2 a square and minus sign as it is. So this answer we have got the for first part. So here first part answer is done. Similar manner, in the similar manner we can solve the second part. Okay, so our second part is what? This. So we have to solve this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this I can convert into the integration form. So integration form, again same manner, psi star, and then this I have written here, and then psi dx. Okay, now we have to solve it. So again here you can see we can multiply this two and take outside. Okay, then we get this and this. Okay, and then mod of x. Mod of x, that means we have the two values, either positive x and the negative x. Clear? So what I'm going to do is, see, I will write this in terms of 2, that is in terms of minus x and in terms of positive x. Okay, because we know that mod x, that is minus x and positive x. So this I will get outside. Okay, then here what I'm going to do is mod of x. See how we got this step, because you can see here, that is here we have a square minus x square, here also we have a square minus x square. So we will multiply this two, so we'll get a square minus x square the whole square. Okay, and if we multiply this two and take outside, we'll get c upon a raised to 5. Okay, that means this step we are getting. Okay, so I hope you have understood. Now we'll split into two parts. Okay, so if we split, so first limit will get minus a to 0 for the minus x. Okay, for the minus x we will get, that is, so after splitting what we are getting is this step. See, minus x multiply with this term, and the same we'll do with plus x. Okay, when we do with plus x, so we'll get the limit 0 to a, that is this minus a to plus a, it is separated into two parts, that is minus a to 0 for minus x and 0 to a for x. And this mod of x, how we are writing minus x, why we are taking plus x, all the details I have explained in the previous videos. Okay, so please go and watch that. Here I'm not going to explain in deep, because already I have explained that. Okay, so after substituting, what I can do is, see, the first we have got this, the second we have got this. What I'm going to do is, I can write this in with the positive integral. If we write this into the positive integral, that is minus x will represent by the x. Okay, will replace by the x. So here, if we take this into the positive integral, that is 0 to a, and instead of minus x, I will write x. And about this also I have explained in my previous video in details. Okay, here I'm not explaining in details, but already I have explained in details about this, how we are taking that. Okay, instead of this, how we are taking this. Then this as it is I will write, and this term as it is I will write. So now you can see here, what I'm getting is, these two terms are exact similar. Okay, so what I can write, 2 of, I can add in both, because plus sign is there. So what I will get here is, see, here I will get 2 of integration of 0 to a and this term. Okay, because both are the similar terms, so 2 of this term, and c upon a raised to 5 I will write as it is. Now this 2c upon a raised to 5 I will write as it is. Here what I can do is, I can apply here a minus b the whole square formula. So after applying we will get this. Okay, and here we have x as it is. Now we will multiply this x inside. Okay, inside if we multiply x, what we will get? This term. Okay, I will multiply x with the first, second and the third term, so we will get this. Now I can solve the integration part. If you solve this integration, you will get this step. Okay, the first step, a raised to 4 constant as it is, integration of x will be x square by 2. Then here minus 2a square as it is, then integration of x cube, it will be x raised to 4 upon 4. Then integration of this, it will be x raised to 6 upon 6, and the limit will be 0 to a. Okay, then you can see we will substitute the 0 to a limit, that is this limit I will substitute here. Okay, in this inside, so we will get this term. Now you can see a raised to 6 is common, here also in all three terms a raised to 6 is common, so I can take outside. Okay, and this term I will write here as it is. Now here you can see in the denominator 2 we can take outside, so we have taken 2 outside, so here we'll get only 1 minus 2 upon 2 and upon 1 upon 3, because 2 I have taken outside. Now you can see it will give us 1. Okay, so here 1 minus 1 it will be 0, and so inside we will get only 1 upon 3. Here if we cancel these 2, we'll get on the numerator a, and here 2 cancels, that is ca in bracket 1 upon 3, this we will get. Clear? That is this step we are getting. So what is the value of C? We can substitute here 15 upon 16 as I told you. So here A by 3, 15 upon 16. So what I am going to get is, we can divide this 15 by 6, we will get here 5. So 5A upon 16, this we are getting, that is C, this 5 upon 16, this we are getting. So this we have got for the second step. Okay, I know I have explained you this as a little bit fast, because in my previous video I have explained you very slowly. Okay, so now I'm going to not repeat the same steps again and again, because in my previous video I have explained you in detail about the everything. Okay, so now I'm considering that you have watched my previous video. Now you all are aware with the every rules and steps. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, as I have got the first and the second part of the equation 3, now I will substitute these two equation, that is 4 and 5, into the 3 equation. So once we will substitute, okay, see here what I have, equation number 3 is this. Where is the equation number 3 our? It is here. Okay, so this equation, this part and this part I have solved just now. So what I'm going to do is, this part value I will substitute here, this part value I will substitute here. Okay, so after substituting, see what I'm getting is, after substituting we are getting this value. Okay, and once you solve this, you will get this. So this is the equation of expectation value of energy we have got. Now we have to solve the variational parameter, that is A, okay, to get the final answer. Once we solve it, we can substitute here to get the final answer. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, to get the variational parameter value, we have to derivate this energy equation, expectation value of energy, with respect to variable parameter, and that we will put as equals to 0. So first we'll write d by dt of first term, then d by dt of second term, which is equals to 0. Okay, then constant term I can take outside. Here phi h cross upon 4m is constant, and if we do the derivative of 1 upon a square, we'll get minus 2a raised to minus q. Okay, and then here I can take phi g upon 16 outside, and derivative of a, it will be 1, so we'll get this term. Now we'll solve this further to get the value of variable parameter. So here now you can see that, so these steps we have got. Okay, so here now what I can do is, this minus sign value I can take on the right hand side, so we'll get this. Okay, we have to find the value of, so what I'm going to do is, see here phi I can cancel. Okay, then we will get this term. Now we can do the cross multiplication of this. So if you do the cross multiplication of this, so one side you will get h cross square upon into 16, one side you will get 2m a cube into g, that is this. So a cube we have to find. So we take a cube on the left hand side, and all the term we shift on the right hand side. So 2mg will get here on the denominator part. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is, see a cube, what I will get is, first I can divide 16 by 2, so we'll get 8 here. Okay, and then h cross upon mg as it is. So a will be what? It will be of 8 h cross upon mg, the whole raised to 1 by 3. So this value we have got a cube, and then a cube, from a cube I can write the value of a, that is this value, the whole, this value, and the whole raised to 1 by 3. So we'll give this as a equation number 7. Now what we have to do is, we will substitute this a value here to get our final answer. Okay, so see, once we are substituting, first I will write the steps as it is, the equation which I have got, expectation value of energy, then I will substitute the value of a. So if you directly see, if you directly substitute this value a, so it will be little bit complicated for you to solve. So what I'm going to do is, just see, this is the equation that we have. So what I'm going to do is, I'm multiplying numerator and denominator with a. So if you multiply here with a, so what you will get on the numerator a, here a, that will be, it will be a cube. Okay, now I will substitute. So first a I will write as it is, and instead of a cube, what I'm going to substitute is this value, see. Okay, that is at 8 h cross upon mg. So there we have 1 upon a cube, so we'll get mg upon 8 h cross. Okay, so I have substituted this value, see here. I have multiplied numerator and denominator with it just to simplify this in an easy manner, because if you directly substitute the whole raised to 1 by 3, it will becomes complicated to solve it. You will get answer, but it will become little bit complicated. And this second term I will write as it is here. Okay, now as you can see here, see here what I'm going to do is 4 into 8, it will be 32. Okay, h cross square it will cancel each other. Okay, and then this m cancel with this m. So what I'm going to get is 5a g, that is this, upon 32, plus here we'll get 5ga upon 60. So here you can see some common terms are there, that is 5ag is common, I can take outside. Here 16 I can take outside, so inside we'll get half plus 1. And then if we solve this, what we will get? 3 by 2. So in short, what we are getting is 5ga upon 16, this we are getting here. Clear? So that is C. So here we are getting 5ga upon 32, because 16 into 2 is 32 and 3 into 5 is 15. Okay, so this we are getting. Now I will substitute the value of A. Value of A is what? This 8h cross upon mg raised to 1 by 3. Okay, this is equation number 7. Now I have substituted this value. Clear? Now what you can see is, see this, that is, if we take 8 outside from this raised to 1 by 3, what I will get outside is 2. Clear? So if we take outside, we'll get 2 here. Okay, now we can divide this 32 by 2, so we'll get 16 outside, and inside we have g and outside also we have g. So g if we shift inside, so we'll get g cube. Okay, and then g cube and upon g also there, na? So this I can cancel, so on the numerator we'll get only g square. 15 by 16 as it is, h square as it is, and here upon m only will get, and raised to 1 by 3. So this we will get. Okay, so this is our final answer that we have got. Okay, that is option number A is correct. So now let's see here in the question that we have got. See this question, that is, this option is correct. 15 upon 16 h cross square g square upon m raised to 1 by 3. This answer we have got for the first one. I hope this is understood. Okay, if you have any queries about this question, you can ask me. Now in the similar manner we will solve the second one. Okay, the second one, that is the question. First we will read the question, then we can solve this. The second one is, it was asked in CSIR June 2016. The question is, the ground state energy is of a particle of mass m in potential V of x, which is given to us this, estimated using the normalized trial wave function, that is, this is, here we have given the hint to use the directly integration values. Okay, I will explain you in the question. And here we have options A, B, C and D. We have to solve this question and see which option is correct from all of these 4 options. Okay, so see, basically here what we have potential value which is given to us, we have wave function value which is given to us. Okay, and in this we have to find the ground state energy of the particle. So now what we have to do, we will use the given which is given to us, then we will solve this ground state energy. Okay, and then we will check which one of the option is correct. So let's start with this second one. So here first I will write the whatever given is there. Always do one thing, first see what givens are there, then easily you can solve. Okay, so just you have to remember the formulas and the steps that you have to follow and what are the givens to you, then easily you can solve the numerical. Now the second one, if you have understood the first one, now second one easily you can solve. Okay, let's see. First I will write the givens which are given to us, that is, we have the value of potential, we have the value of wave function. Now we will write the Hamiltonian equation. Now I think this equation now you know that easily. Okay, you can write easily. So minus h cross upon 2m d square upon dx square plus v of x. अब तो शायद ये इक्वेशन आपको याद भी हो गया रहेगा अच्छे से, हैमिल्टोनियन इक्वेशन. ओके, So now we will substitute the potential value first here. So that is this value I will substitute here. So after substituting, what I'm getting is I'm getting this that is this Hamiltonian equation. Now we will use this Hamiltonian equation to solve further. Now our first step is to assume the trial wave function and find out the constant value. But as you can see here, we have given a trial wave function and also constant value is there, that is this. So now there is no need to assume the trial wave function and find out the value of constant, because already it is given to us. Okay, so directly we jump to the second step, that is we'll use the formula. See, I have given the step number 1 because this step we are doing now. So we will write step number 1. But you know that step number 1 is to assume the wave function, and if the constant value is given to you, then no need to find. But if it is not given to you, then use the normalization condition and find out the value of constant. Clear? So as both the things are given to us, so we directly jump to the next step. So next step is to use the expectation value of Hamiltonian formula, and this is equal to the total energy. Okay, so we'll use this, or denominator part we are not going to do because we know that denominator is already given, it is normalized. So if it is normalized, we are not going to do that. Okay, we don't need to normalize it again. So expectation value of H, we will write this as it is, that is the formula. Now we'll substitute the Hamiltonian equation here as it is. Now we'll separate this into two parts. So if I separate the first, because here plus sign is there, so we can separate into the two parts. So first we take constant term at outside, that is minus h cross upon 2m, and we'll write this into the cat bracket. Then here this I can take outside, h cross square b upon 6m, and then x raised to 4 it will be inside. And now I will give this as a equation number 2, and then what we have to do, it is not the final answer, we have to simplify this to get the final answer. But to simplify this, first need to find the first part and the second part. That means we should know these two terms value. So we'll separately find out these two, then we will substitute here to get the answer. So first we take the first one. Okay, so here as I told you, this I can write into the integration term. If we write the integration term, we'll get psi star of this d square upon dx square psi dx. So instead of psi star and psi, will put the value which is given to us. So this wave function value which is given to us. Okay, and here d square upon dx square will write. Here the limit we have minus infinity to plus infinity. So now what I'm going to do is, I will take this constant term outside. First we multiply this two and we'll take outside, and then what we have to do, we have to do the double derivative of this part. After getting the double derivative, we'll multiply this inside and we'll solve the integration to get the answer. Okay, so see here, so here first I have taken the constant term outside, so this, okay, that is how we got this. See here, if we multiply this alpha upon pi whole raised to 1 by 4 and alpha upon pi whole raised to 1 by 4, if we multiply this, we'll get alpha upon pi in, the whole raised to 1 by 2, and that we can take outside. Okay, so that means this we are getting. See, so I hope this is clear to you. Okay, and the first one I will write as it is, and then what we have to do, as I told you, we have to find the double derivative of the psi function. So here I have shown the steps of the derivative. I'm not going to explain you because already I'm considering that now you are in MSc, so it will be easy to you to find the derivative. Okay, but still if you are getting the problem solving the derivative part, you can comment me in the comment section. Okay, that means you can ask me in the comment section box, so I will make the videos how to get the derivative part. Okay, and also I have solved in a previous video the question with the in details. There I have explained how to get the derivative also. Okay, so I'm not going to explain you here how to get this derivative. Okay, so simply it is simple that the first derivative I have done, then I am doing the derivative of this to get the second order derivative. So we have got this. Okay, now what I am going to do is, see this, if we divide this we'll get 1. Okay, if we divide this we'll get 1, but I have not here, I am taking this at the last. Okay, then I will divide. Okay, you can simplify here also. that is up to you. So we have to multiply this to both term. Okay, once we multiply here with this, what I'm going to do is, if we multiply this with this, we'll get e raised to minus alpha x1, and this term I will take constant outside. Here this I can take outside. Okay, and if we multiply this with this, what I will get, e raised to minus alpha x square, and this x square I will get as it is. Clear? I hope this is understood to you, and this I will write as it is. Okay, सिंपली यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया है, सिंपली मैंने यहाँ पे इसको दोनों टर्म से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, इंटीग्रेशन को सेपरेट में लिख दिया. ठीक है, this 2/2 and 4/4 you can divide earlier also, and if you want you can divide at last also. Okay, that is up to you. Okay, so what I'm getting is, see, these two terms, that is this. Okay, here I'm substituting I'm using the formulas, that is directly integration formula which is given in hint to you in the question. Okay, so if we take this value, okay, so integration of this, see, okay, let me explain you where it is. It is, okay, this one we are doing. So the values that we have here, okay, see, so what I'm going to do is, we'll solve this as earlier I have explained you. Instead of this integration I can directly put the values, because if we solve this it will become lengthy one. Okay, and it is also given in your question, that is hint to directly get the value of if you are getting such kind of integration. Okay, so if we have the integration that is minus infinity to plus infinity, okay, e raised to minus ax square, if we have such kind of this, so what I will get, that is root over of pi by alpha. Okay, and if we have such kind of values, this. Okay, so what I'm getting is, I will get this half into root over of pi upon alpha cube. Okay, already about this I have given you the formula in my previous videos. Okay, जहाँ पे भी ऐसे टाइप के क्वेश्चन आए मैंने वहाँ पे इसके फॉर्मूलाज दिए हुए हैं, तो मैं फिर से यहाँ पे नहीं दे रही हूँ आपको, बट अगर स्टिल आपको डाउट आ रहा है आप मुझे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में बोलो, आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू विद द फॉर्मूला ऑफ दिस. ओके, सो मैं यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली आपको बता रही हूँ कि हम रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं, इसका हिंट भी तुम्हें को अपने क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है. ओके, सो डायरेक्टली वी कैन रिप्लेस विद दिस, एंड यहाँ इसके जगह पे हम ये लिख सकते हैं. ओके, और यहाँ पे देखो ये टर्म एज इट इज लिख दिया है. ठीक है, एंड आउटसाइड का टर्म भी एज इट इज. ओके, so now we can solve this to do the further. So what I'm going to do is, this I'm multiplying to the both the terms. Okay, if we do the things we'll get this part, that is this. Okay, then what I'm going to do is, see, here we have root over of pi by alpha, here we have root over of alpha by pi, so this we can cancel, and here we have root over alpha by pi, here we have pi by alpha cube, no? So here pi I can cancel, and alpha, if we cancel with this we'll get here alpha raised to 2. So this term I will write as it is, this I will write as it is, here we get 1 only, and then half of root over of 1 divided by alpha, this we will get here. Okay, so after doing this cancellation part will get this. Okay, so now we will solve this to get the further answer. So this, if I get cancel this, that is 2 by 2, so we'll get only minus alpha. Here I will get alpha square, that is here, if you see 4 I can cancel with this, we'll get 1, so here we'll get alpha square, and here what we have, if we take 1 upon alpha square outside the root, so we'll get here only alpha, so 2 alpha, this we will get. Clear? So what I'm getting is, see, here alpha square I can divide with this alpha, so we'll get here only alpha, that is alpha by 2, and if you solve we can take common, that is alpha. Okay, so here we'll get minus 1 plus half, and if you solve this you will get minus alpha by 2. So this we have got for the first term. Okay, so first term answer we have got this. Now what we have to do, we have to get the second part answer. Okay, so in the similar manner we can solve this second part. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, see, I will write this into the integration part. Okay, and after writing this into integration part, instead of psi star I will put the value of psi function, and instead of psi, we will put the value of wave function. That is the value of wave function you have to put. If any complex variable value will there, that is it will changes with the sign. And as we have the real, then we will substitute as it is here. Okay. Then here x raised to 4 I will write as it is, because integration form, as I told you, psi star of x raised to 4 psi into dx. So and the limit is minus infinity to plus infinity. In this form we have to write. So here I have written. Now as you can see, this and this term I can multiply and take outside, so we'll get alpha upon pi the whole raised to 1 by 2, and minus infinity to plus infinity limit as it is. If we multiply this two, we'll get e raised to alpha minus alpha x raised to 2, and here x raised to 4 as it is I will get. Okay, now we'll solve this. See, I will solve this integration limit, that is this, to get this. So that is this integration limit to get the further. So this integration limit, if we have such form, like see, if we have the forms like integration of minus infinity to plus infinity x raised to m into e raised to minus ax square, then we will get this gamma function of m plus 1 upon 2 upon a raised to m plus 1 divided by 2. This we will get. Okay, so that is here what we have this form. Now we have e raised to minus alpha x square and into x raised to 4, this we have. Okay, so we'll take this here, that is this value we have, and we'll try to get the answer. Okay, so instead of m, that is this, what we have 4, so we'll write 4 here. So 4 plus 1, that is 5 by 2, this we will get. Okay, and outside, that is instead of a, that is this, what we have alpha, so we'll write alpha. Then m is 4, 1 plus 5 divided by 2, that is this value we'll get. Okay, then we will substitute here. Clear? So after substituting, see what I can write. A raised to 5 by 2, I can write root over of a raised to 5. Okay, this I can write. And the gamma value of 5 by 2, it is 3 by 4 root over of pi. Okay, this value, it is the gamma value of 5 by 2. Okay, so this we will get. So what I'm going to do, instead of this integration, I'm going to substitute this. Okay, it is already given as a hint in your question also. So I hope this is understood to you. So if we have such integration, directly we can substitute this value. Okay, so and this term I will write as it is. Now we'll solve this further to get our answer. So as you can see here, this as it is. Okay, and this we have got this. So now what I'm going to do is 3 upon 4 I will write here. Okay, and this I can write root over of alpha by pi, and this we have got pi upon alpha raised to 5. So this pi I can cancel, and this alpha, if I cancel with this, here we'll get alpha raised to 4. Okay, that is this value we are getting. And if we take 1 upon alpha raised to 4 outside, we'll get here what, alpha raised to 2, and 3 upon 4 as it is, that is we'll get this answer. So this we have got for the second part. So the first and second part, we will put the Hamiltonian equation, and once we'll put this into the Hamiltonian equation, see, we will get this value. Okay, after putting the first and the second part into the Hamiltonian, first part we have got minus alpha by 2, second we have got 3 upon 4 alpha square. Okay, if we substitute and simplify, we'll get the expectation value of energy as this. Okay, so now it is also still not complete one. We have to simplify further to get the answer, that is we have to find the variational parameter value, that is alpha value we have to determine. So अभी easily पता रहेगा कि अगर वेरिएबल वैल्यू फाइंड करना है तो क्या करना है, सिंपली उसको डेरिवेटिव करना है एक्सपेक्टेशन वैल्यू ऑफ एनर्जी को, एंड विल पुट दैट इक्वल्स टू 0 विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू वेरिएशनल पैरामीटर. इसको डेरिवेटिव करो, इजीली वेरिएशनल पैरामीटर की वैल्यू आ जाएगी, उसको यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट करो एंड सिंप्लीफाई, यू विल गेट योर फाइनल स्टेप. ओके, so now I'm going to do the derivative of this part. So here I can take constant term outside and derivative of alpha, and then constant term I can take here outside and the derivative of 1 upon alpha square. Okay, so alpha square I can write alpha raised to minus 2, and which is equals to 0. So if we do the derivative of this, we'll get 1. If we do the derivative of this, we'll get minus 2 into alpha raised to minus 3. So this I can write like this. Okay, this I will write, see, as it is. Here this I will write as it is. Okay, and this you can see here 2 I can cancel 8 by 2, that is we will get 4 here. Okay, and then here I will get minus 1 upon alpha raised to q. Okay, that is minus alpha raised to 3, I can write minus 1 upon alpha raised to q, which is equals to 0. So here as we have the minus plus minus, it will become minus, and this I will get here. Okay, alpha q I will multiply here, which is equals to 0. So now to get the value of variational parameter, what we have to do is we'll take minus sign on the right hand side, that is we'll get this. So now you can say h cross, I can cancel 4, it will be cancel, m it will be cancel. Then what we have here, when we do cross multiply, that is alpha cube which is equals to beta. So alpha will have what value? That is beta raised to 1 by 3. Now what we have to do is we have to substitute this alpha value in this expectation value of energy equation, that is this equation. Okay, in this equation we have to substitute the values. So once we substitute, so we'll get see this. First I have written the as it is the Hamiltonian equation that we have. Now instead of alpha we have b raised to 1 by 3 value, so we'll substitute here. Here alpha square is there, so if we substitute alpha value 1 b raised to 1 by 3, so we'll get 1 upon v raised to 2 by 3 because already alpha square is there. So once we substitute, we will get this answer. Now see, here we have b raised to 1 on the numerator, and then on the denominator we have b raised to 2 by 3. So if we take this on upside, we'll get what? B raised to minus 2 by 3. So this we have got. Okay, if we solve this, we'll get b raised to 1 by 3, and this term I will write as it is, and this term I will write as it is. Okay, just we have solved this b raised to 1 and this. So we have got b raised to 1 by 3. So now you can see here some terms are common, we can take outside. H cross square is common, b raised to 1 by 3 is common, and 4m is common, so I can take outside. So here we'll get 1 on the first term, and on the second we'll get half. So if we solve this, you will get 3 by 2, and this term I will write as it is. Okay, so 2 into 4 I can multiply, so we'll get 8 here, and 3 I will write as it is here. So this answer we are getting, that is 3h cross square b raised to 1 by 3 upon 8m. That is the expectation value of energy. This option we have got. Okay, that is option number D is correct. So let's see here in the question. Okay, let's see the question. That is this one. So here we have got this answer, that is option number D. 3 by 8m h cross square b raised to 1 by 3. So I hope now idea is clear to you how to get the value of ground state energy. Okay, how, and also how to solve the variational method numerical. Okay, now let's move on the third one. So now we will start solving the third numerical. Okay, so let's move on with the third question. The third question which was asked in CSIR June 2017. Okay, the question is using trial function, that is psi of x, which is given to us these two conditions, so that we have to take this value of trial wave function to solve our answer. Okay, so in this, if you see the limit that we have given to us, that is minus a less than x less than a, that means x it is lies between the minus a to plus a, and then we have asked to determine the ground state energy of one dimensional harmonic oscillator. Okay, here we have to find the ground state energy for one dimensional harmonic oscillator, and for that we have given the option, that is A, B, C and D. So once we got the answer, we have to check which one of the option is correct. So once again, in this we have given a value of, that is psi of x trial wave function which is given to us, and we have to determine the ground state energy for a one dimensional harmonic oscillator, and then we have to check our answer. So let's move on with the, so first we will write what is given to us. So here we have given a psi function and the limit, that is x lies between the minus a to a, so that we will write. And now we have to determine the ground state energy for a harmonic oscillator, one dimensional harmonic oscillator. So for that we have to write the Hamiltonian equation for one dimensional harmonic oscillator. So for harmonic oscillator, the Hamiltonian equation is this, that is minus h cross square upon 2m into d square upon dx square plus half m omega square x square. This is the equation for Hamiltonian for harmonic oscillator. Okay, so this just remember everyone. Okay, so this we will write. Clear? Now we'll move further with our step. So as you can see here, we have the psi, that is trial wave function which is given to us, so we will not going to assume that. Okay, but only one thing that we have to do, we have to find the value of a, that is constant, we have to find out. So we use the first step, that is normalization condition, to get the value of a, that is this we will use. I hope अभी ये सारे rules एकदम mind में clear होंगे, कैसे कौन सा formula use करना है और कैसे find out करना है. Clear? So let's start with this. So here we have the limit, that is minus a to plus a. Okay, instead of psi star and psi we will put the values. Okay, and then dx which is equals to 1. So we can take a star a outside, that is we will get a square Okay, and the limit as it is, and if we multiply these two, we'll get a square minus x square the whole square dx, which is equals to 1. This we will get. Now we will do the integration of this. Okay, so first here I can apply the a minus b the whole square formula. If you apply, you will get this, and then minus a2 plus a dx, which is equals to 1. Now we'll do the integration of this. That is this part. We have to do the integration. Clear? And now, as I told you, this minus a2 plus a I can write as 2 of 0 to a integration. That is, we can convert minus into 2 plus into in terms of positive integration. So we'll get 2 of 0 to infinity, but here we have limit 0 to a. So we'll write 0 to a. Clear? So now we can do the integration of this. If we do the integration of this, you will get this. Already in the previous question, I have explained you how to find out the integration. Okay. And this 2a square I will write as it is, and equals to 1 I will write as. Now we will substitute this 0 to a limit here, and we'll check what value we are getting inside. So once you substitute, you will get this. See, after the substitution part, you are getting this, which is equals to 1. So now a raised to 5 I can take outside. Okay, this I will write as it is. So inside we'll get 1 minus 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5, which is equals to 1. And now if you solve this, you will get 8 by 15. That is this value you are getting. So once we solve this, inside term will get 8 upon 15. Okay, and this I will write as it is, then equals to 1. Now we will simplify this to get our answer. So here I can multiply 2 with 8, will get here 16 upon 15 as it is, then a square into a raised to 5, which is equals to 1. So here we have to find this constant value, that is a square. So what I can do is, all the remaining parts instead of a square will put shift on the right hand side. So if we shift, we'll get 15 upon 16 raised to 1, 16 into a raised to 5. So here a square we have this, so we'll get the value of a, that is, here we will remove 2 from here. Okay, so here I will get raised to 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2 I can write as a root over of 15 by 16 a raised to 5. So this we are getting as a constant value. Now first step is done. Now the second, we'll move on the second step, and the second step is what? We have to find out the ground expectation value of ground state energy. That is, we'll use the equation of Hamiltonian, and easily we can get the value of ground state energy. Okay, so now Hamiltonian value we will substitute here. See, as I told you, for a harmonic oscillator we have this value of Hamiltonian. See here, that is this value. Now we will substitute this Hamiltonian and separate into 2 parts. Okay, I can separate. Then once we substitute and separate, this we will get. Okay, the constant term I have taken outside, and the which we have to solve we will take inside in the cat bracket. So we'll get these 2 terms. Okay, so now I have given this as the equation number 3. So it is not the final answer. We have to simplify this to get our final answer. So that means separately we will find this first step and the first part and the second part, and then we will substitute here. We'll get our answer. So separately we will find. Let's see how to find this. So first I have written the first part here. This I can write in the integration term. So integration term psi, instead of psi star we write the wave function value, then instead of psi we will write this, and d square upon dx square as it is. Okay, I have given you the formula how to convert this into the integration form, and the limit is minus a to plus a. Now here if you see, a I can take outside, will get a square. This I will write as it is, and we have to do the derivative of this. First order derivative will get minus 2x. Then once again if we do the derivative, we'll get minus 2 here. Okay, so that is this we are getting. So minus 2 I can take outside. So we'll get minus 2a square outside, and we have to do the integration of this. Okay, so if we find the integration of this, what we are getting? See, once we find the integration of that, we'll get this, and limit is minus a to plus a. As I explained to you, either instead of minus a to plus a integration, you can convert this into the positive integration. That is, instead of this you can write 2 of 0 to a integration instead of minus a to plus a. Okay, either you do the directly minus a to plus a, you will get the same result. Okay, but if you are converting this into 2 of 0 to a, it will be easy to you to solve the integration part. Okay, so now what I am going to do is, I will put this limit inside. So once you put this limit inside, you will get this part. Okay, now a cube I can take outside, but here you can see we have 2a cube I can take outside. Okay, so 2a cube I can take outside, and if solve the integration part, will remain this 1 minus 1 by 3, and this outside part I will write as it is. Clear? So now a square value, whatever we have got, that is a constant value of a. Constant value of a, what we have got? A, that is root over of 15 upon 16 a raised to 5. Na? Then a square I can write 15 upon 16 a raised to 5. Minus 2 I will write as it is. 2 into a raised to cube I write as it is. And if we solve this, you will get 2 by 3. Now we will simplify this to get the further answer. Okay. So if you simplify that, you will get minus 5 upon 2 into a square. Okay. You will get this. Clear? So that is the first term we are getting this. यहाँ पे मैंने थोड़ा फास्ट किया because already in detail I have explained you in previous questions. Okay, so I hope now no need to go in details because now you are aware with how to do the integration, how to do the derivative, and which rule you have to use. Clear? So now next step is what? To get the second part answer. So in second part also we will convert into the integration and we'll put the values. So we'll get this. Here we have x square. Okay, instead of psi star we have put it the wave function value, instead of psi we have put it the wave function value, and then a square, sorry, x square as it is. Now here we can take a outside, that is a square will get limit as it is, here x square, and if we multiply these two we'll get a square minus x square the whole square. Now what I'm going to do is I will take the formula a minus b the whole square and we'll get this term. Once we apply formula, we'll get this. X square is outside. Now what I'm going to do is if we will multiply x square in the inside. Okay, we will remove the bracket. So once you multiply x square inside with the whole term, what you will get? This. Okay. So now we will do the integration of this. Okay. So as I told you, either directly with this limit you can solve or you can convert into 2 integration of 0 to 8. You will get the same answer. Okay. So if you convert and solve this integration part, you will get simply this. Okay. And then put the 0 to a limit inside. So if you put 0 to a limit inside, here you will get this, here you will get this, here you will get this. So as you can see, a raised to 7 is common to both. So I can take, so common in all 3 terms, so we can take outside. So we'll get here what? That is, see, once we take common a raised to 7, so a raised to 7 as it is, to a square as it is, and inside we will get this. Now we have to solve this further. Okay. So this 2 I will write as it is, instead of a square I will put the values, and then a raised to 7 I will write as it is. Okay, if you solve these 2 terms, you will get minus 1 by 15 and you will get this term as it is. Okay. So now what I have done is I have just simplified this further. So if you solve this, you will get minus 7 plus 15 upon 15 into 7, and this term I can divide a raised to 5 with this. So in the numerator I will get a raised to 2, that is, and here 15 upon 16 we have now, so we can divide 16 by 2, so we'll get 8 here, that is this we are getting. Clear? So now we'll simplify this. So what I'm going to get is, if we solve this, we'll get 8 upon 15 raised to 7, 15 into 7. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is 15 I can cancel with each other, then 8 it will cancel each other, then a square by 7. So this answer we have got for the second one. So I hope you have understood. We have got the first term and the second term. Now we will substitute these two in the expectation value of energy equation. Okay. So once you substitute there, you will and simplify. Here we have substituted first part and the second part. Okay. Then once you substitute and simplify, you will get this answer. Here we have 4ma square. Okay. So now it is also not the complete. We have to get the variable parameter, that is value of a we have to find. Then we will substitute here to get the final answer. So now to get the value of a, what we have to do is we have to do the derivative of expectation value of energy with a, and that will put as a 0. So here I am going to do this. Okay. So that is first part, constant term I have taken outside, and the derivative of c. In the first part, see, in the first part we have to do the derivative of 1 upon a square. So I can write a raised to minus 2. Here we have to do the derivative of this. And here 5h cross upon 4m is constant. Here m omega square upon 14 is constant. Clear? So that is this. Once we do, we'll get in the derivative form, we'll get this, which is equals to 0. So now we'll find the derivative. So if you do the derivative of this, that is this, you will get this minus 2 upon a cube. If you do the derivative of this, you will get only 2. So 2 upon 14 is 7. Okay. And this I will get as it is. Now we'll solve this further. So here minus will take here. Okay. Then find to, so find to 2 if you can do, you do 10. Then divide with 4, or directly we can divide 4 by 2. So we'll get here 2. m a raised to cube. Okay, this I will m omega square a is by 7, that is equals to 0. Okay, then we will simplify this. So I can take, so we can take this on the right hand side. If we take on the right hand side, it will become with the positive sign. So here it is not a minus, it is plus. Both are the plus sign, with plus sign. So now what I can do, I can do the cross multiplication. Okay, if we do the cross multiplication, we get this term. Okay, so a raised to 4 I can write as 35 h cross square, and this term I will take on the downside. Okay, so I have to find the value of a. Okay, that is the value of variational parameter. So in this question we have both a square, no? So we'll take directly a square. So what I can do is, if we want the value of a square, we have to do the root over of this. So if we do, what I'm going to do is, see, root over of 30 by 2, and if we do the root over of this and we'll take outside, we'll get h cross upon m omega. This we are getting. So that is a square value we are getting this. So now we will substitute this a square here to get our final answer. So here we'll get, if we are substituting a square value, so it is 1 upon, so we'll get this on the inverted form, that is 2 upon root over of, that is root over of 2 upon 35, and then m omega upon h cross, and here we'll get exactly this value for a square. So here we have substituted. See, first I have written as it is the equation, and then I have substituted the value of a square. We have got this. Now we will simplify to get the answer. So here, as we first we will cancel the common terms. So here h I can cancel with this, will get only h cross. Okay, then m, it will cancel each other, then h cross omega upon 4, this we will get. Okay, and then this phi, it is as it is. Okay, so h cross is cancelled, phi is not cancelled. Okay, then this I will write as it is. Then here we'll get m is cancelled with each other. Here 1 omega is cancelled. Okay, 1 omega is cancelled, 1 omega is there. Okay, so we'll get h cross omega upon 14 root over of this as it is I will get. Now constant term I will, common term I will take outside, that is h cross omega I can take outside. So inside we'll have these two terms. Okay, so now what we are getting is this inside, after taking h cross omega, this outside will get phi upon 4 and root over of 2 by 35 inside, and this 1 upon 14 and root over of 35 by 2 out inside. So now 5 by 4 I can put this into the root, in the inside root. So what I will get here 25, that is 5 into 5. Here I will get 16, that is 4 into 4. This 14 I can put into root, so I will get 14 into 14. Okay, so we cancel some term, that is here we'll get only 2, and then here we'll get 7. So here 5 upon 7 into 4 into 2, that is 8. This we will get here. What I can do is, if we divide with 7, so here we'll get 2, here we'll get 5, then here 14 into 4 I will get, and this 5 I will get as it is. Then simplify this. So if we multiply this, we'll get 56, here we'll get 56. Okay, so now root over of 5 upon 56 is common. So if we take common, both are same, no? That is 2 root over of 5 by 56 I will get in, and then here h cross omega. So here I can put this root inside, this 2 inside the root, so we can simplify this to get answer. So we'll take 2 inside, so we'll get 4 here, that is 2 into 2. So if we divide 56 by 4, once you divide 56 by 4, so what you are getting, let's see here. That is, see, if you divide this, you will get the 14. That is root over of 5 by 14 h cross omega. So basically this answer we are getting as the expectation value of energy, that is ground state energy. We have got this value. Okay, so I hope now this idea is clear. Answer we have got, that is option number B we have got. Okay, so if you see, that is this option we have got, that is option number B. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. So simply you don't have to worry about that. What you have to do is just follow the steps and solve this. Okay, so basically first step, always what you have to do, in every videos I have explained this. First, assume the trial wave function if it is not given, and if the constant value is not given, then find by using normalization. Second step is what? Use the formula of expectation value of Hamiltonian to get the total energy, that is ground state energy. Okay, then simplify that. If okay, that is step number 2. You have to simplify further to get the answer. Then what you have to do is, you have to do the you have to do the derivative of expectation value of A to get the variational parameter value. Once you got the variational parameter value, substitute that and simplify, you will get your final answer. So I hope you have understood this. Okay. So still if you have any doubt, so write in description. I will explain you that doubt. Okay. So I hope you have understood this. So please like my video, share and subscribe my channel. Okay. Thank you.